There you go. Finally works. Speedrun. Bye. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, they finally added a claim all. That's funny. Eons, all the Eons, faction. Damn, already. Damn. Try out the new character, Acheron. Pretty like. It was crazy though. Oof.
Stream 4.
Oh, so it doesn't work.
Do we still have the upper hand?
More business, eh?
Not gonna read it.
What are you waiting for? To
I
betray
guess it
my
goes
customers?
crazy though.
I charge extra.
Free will, or was it fate?
He's so cool. Oh,
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
she's so cool.
Ready for another? Lance at the ready. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for good old counter. Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Another journey begins. Still water.
Wait, let me get 9 stacks. Let's see.
I weep for the departed.
The music
It too shall fall.
is actually crazy how it is. So nice. Oh, this guy came out? What the heck? Oh, he's a 4-star. That all looks so cool.
Watch yourself.
Watch yourself.
Watch yourself.
Just like Sparkle, she kicks, bro. I like how they changed like the trial location. Maybe it depends on the character.
Confidence. Nice like a good brew. Full butt, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
You won't get away.
That's actually sick.
Who
Okay.
invited you? Who will it be? You won't get away.
Perhaps your humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
My Himiko doesn't do that.
Time to mix things up.
Oh, he's a healer.
Manner, huh? Everything is like those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. Time for an overhaul.
He's alright, I mean... Definitely one of the healers of all time. Yeah, one more. Some more Primo, or whatever it's called. Then I'm gonna pull. Hey.
Nothing major. Move carefully. Eternal slither and return! I'll see you all. Receive divinity. Repay.
I don't even know what Lua Chow
Don't worry
is.
about me.
Pretty good crowd to turn it up.
Let's settle this.
That's my ult. What?
Nothing. Eternal stay. And return! Too late to
Oh, the buff goes away. That's actually pretty sick.
The truth of life and death. Distinction is but a vision.
Let's rock.
Actually pretty cool. Pity. Looking at 6 or 7 pity. Now we're at 47. Oh, we got the new guy. 8. 49. And 50. Get more. We should be getting some stuff in the mail, right? Yeah. Thank you very much. Character. Guy. What does he do though? Does he immediately heal? Does he give? He doesn't buff. Crazy. And a Cody. Okay, let's keep pulling. 917. We were at what? 50 pity? 51. 52. Nothing. 53. 54. 55. That's it. Now we gotta wait.
Stay focused. Push forward.
Alright. Let's do the real mission. Uh, now we don't need tunability. Oh. I did pre-farm. Wait, do I get pools? Bomb. Nothing cool. Okay, let's go. Last time, it was so scary.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this.
We start right from the end, bro.
Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin.
Could Robin actually... No way, bro.
Well,
No way.
first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me?
That's
I'm just
sus.
an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech. Authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC. Did you really think the Galaxy Rangers were outsiders this whole time? Paniconi has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter.
She can't be a bad guy.
An eminent
You can pull
who
for
hides
her.
true identity.
Burp.
Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion.
Ugh.
Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die?
Hey, not me. Side of the story. Well, if that's the case, I can't trust anyone.
It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait.
For how long, though?
I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Paniconi. Everyone's got their own agenda.
Then what's yours? In fact, what's
Careful
mine?
you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
That's true, but he kind of sounds different. I don't know why.
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are
What if you're
real limits
lying,
to what they
though?
can actually do. But you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express.
Then why go through me?
I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help.
What am I used for? There. What kind of help?
I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first.
So I'm gonna be bait.
Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means.
I'm gonna be bait then.
Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. While also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family.
I see.
So they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you all. The reputation
credibility.
of the Astral Express precedes you. And the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
A decision like this is way above my pay grade.
Don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions.
Wanted for this.
That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it. So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death.
You always like this? To be fair, we haven't talked to him.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your plans?
Could we still be in a
Black
dream?
Swan. What is she thinking?
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on, and deliberately shifted topics to
Wait,
the
how
truth
did-
of death.
How did that wingman dude, or whatever his name was, know that 2 people died?
That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool.
Black Swan is
and
the
working
only
with
one who
him
knows about
definitely
both deaths.
has its dangers.
For Firefly's sake, we must get to the bottom of this.
That is something I agree on.
Okay.
Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other question, I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like it's been inflated. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two. Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery, but without a doubt, she is the most... Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time. Two possibilities. The collapse if someone has chosen these victims deliberately. First, a smuggler, then a family celebrity.
Oh, those are bold.
Then this murderer's motives are worth thoroughly chewing over.
A smuggler, a family celebrity. The smuggler is lying. The family celebrity is also lying. So who's the next liar?
It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion.
Liar, except a sparkle.
Come, this way. It's a short walk.
Why does it feel like she's gonna die, bro? Right where she died. Why are we back here? Are you gonna kill me? Are we gonna fight?
This way. This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up.
Why did that have a weird echo to it?
But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths. And ultimately, all we leave behind are precious memories. Hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you.
Thanks.
Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I
Mine.
sincerely look forward to them.
Thingy pops up.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
Graphics go crazy. Is it because they're all maxed out? I don't remember this guy standing like this. Spent all my like coins at the beginning of the game thinking I would be like rich in coin. I did not know how desperately I need it. Especially at the beginning of the game when I have no characters built. Ice cream.
I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
It's pretty valid. Oh, never mind.
That blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
Pretty sick.
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive. As are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind. And go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that beyond, you won't get special treatment.
Hiccup.
You tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, destroy, until all the kindling is burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground. Burning forms the entire life of a fire demon.
Where's this dude's eyes?
From the beginning to the end. We are born to die just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn my heart. They're still young, and I don't blame them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of Vesta?
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, Emanator.
Ooh.
You cannot hide your true identity.
Text is bold now.
Draw that sword, for we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this. Destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer. Just as even sweet dreams may be born.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness.
A bottomless stream. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow.
Ability.
May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just The kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary.
There's just
He
Sam
knows
dies.
my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice.
Maybe a single destiny.
However,
Talking about like
you appear
Honkai
to
the
be
Third,
ignorant
you
of
know,
this. So it's
how all
time
these
for
alternate
me to
universes are.
inquire. Who exactly
They all
are
gotta
you?
combine into one.
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
Okay.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help, but I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
She says your. Sam says yours. But does that mean ours?
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way, but as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
The red one.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality, for a little light, and to burn, to keep on burning.
heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in Serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. Marge, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out...
After what happened with what happened with Sparkle, I'm trying to listen to their voices to see if it's different.
The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from
What
outside.
sounds the same?
The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it
Go.
couldn't be covered up. So
It'd be different.
they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature
is
of
sad.
the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
Venturine is on guard again.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
You Sparkle.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can.
I remember looking at the trailer for Sparkle.
Maybe contradictions one by
He tried to mimic
the
like
fewer
everyone
facts
on
remaining, the closer we
Astral
are
Express.
to the truth. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
Who do
As
we
I see
trust, bro?
things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future.
Completely
As
forgot.
for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
So, you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
It's cool. You can bully me whenever.
You... No, I can't accept this. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts.
What do you do with Himiko, bro? That's it. We actually get that cash? We do.
Let's tell everyone about it.
What if I just leave?
Checked off the list.
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. An attack on the hotel guests? He's definitely going for the family. Aventurine has devoted considerable... I was also considering this possibility.
Out of all these options, he says it's this. Makes sense. He's like a prisoner, no? Why would a prisoner want prison? Something else.
He's clearly a born... If Aventurine...
Why would a prisoner want to take the prison?
Something that concerns me. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence. It was a groundless accusation. Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he... However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Anai. You've met her many times now. That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being. Whatever happens, please don't place...
Oh, personally, would probably be the takeover complete. No way. Prisoner will be the warden of the prison itself. Figure it out.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up. But I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere.
In the 2.2 leaks.
But everything's just some horrible prank. Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here? Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head. Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on. Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us were all outsiders from another world. Aw, what a mess. I really want a nice cool drink of soda to help me calm down. But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Oblivious.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about her while out there.
How about we split off into two groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those and we can link up again.
What are they?
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Are they both?
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well. Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch.
Yang's back. Going on. 2.
Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Huh? Huh? What?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Well,
Is there something about my name?
first, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders. That the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet
So,
was a result
honored
of your
guest.
blade. And that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider.
Who do we trust, bro?
Not even a villain should be disparaged
Who
like
do we
this.
fire?
And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
This is the real world, bro.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron, those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
No, you haven't.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions. Such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board.
Fair enough, he says.
Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything. right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family.
Who do we trust?
We could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at
Oh,
that.
piss my pants.
For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility.
And we're back.
Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups. Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
Well, she can. The thing is, Welt can sense Acheron's presence, and then Acheron can sense Welt's cane. So I don't think there's gonna be a problem.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't
What?
taste any difference at all between them.
Why is there more than one Acheron?
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other
Staring
things.
at.
I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Oh god.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape
Scary, bruh.
12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
there it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then,
Talking to.
what happened next is...
They sought refuge,
Who is she talking to?
merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have thou, on the path of destruction, feared
Ever feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
This sounds so fake.
What happened?
Oh.
The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way...
Probably because she's looking at the wrong memories.
It's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Who are you? Who are you?
It's... No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators?
Sounds like Anya.
My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together.
Is the red
But
girl?
that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you? I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me.
Or is this March 7th?
I wish you unforgettable.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
A phone. Wanna listen in?
No.
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement.
Robin has died.
Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the interstellar, the formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorn. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their...
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods.
What's happening?
Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops,
Is this Whelp though?
if thou can
Not Whelp,
when
but the
you
guy
took
holding
his
it.
father. I don't ask for a peaceful.
Mommy! 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 The rain! It's raining!
Raining?
It's raining! It's true!
And yours. Well,
Time to wake up, gambler.
Adventuring. Oh, it's adventuring. I'm stupid.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Hook, to be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. Until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare.
Killing
That's
himself.
why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. Oh, she must have... This murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be... it's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. What should we do?
Incredible gambler.
There are plenty of... Robin is what she calls mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the fan, but she died.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, there were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor.
a probability. Yes, but if you simply can't control yourself, and that man,
Who?
Sunday.
I mean,
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family.
the game crashed. I gotta go through all those cutscenes again. I just realized. Oh. Have we beat the game yet? I feel like it's been in 1 hour of dialogue.
A few days ago,
I do have to. Okay.
Oh, heavens.
Just as you...
Of course. To be honest with you,
We're just gonna
that's
speed
why I'm
run.
Then you must have heard about, besides Robin, the...
2 murder cases? This murderer is... it's just that... what should we do?
Incredible.
There are plenty of... Robin is what she calls... If that girl hadn't... But she died.
A complete, and there were eyewitnesses.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. Starting...
A probability. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public...
If it were the...
Ratio, I'm convinced... without any further ado...
There we go.
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak
Fortress.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its own.
Hey, Doc. Whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak...
Follow me and I'll bring you to his...
Story unfolds, you have the chance to progress the story from other characters. First in your team. That's cool. I crashed again. I think I gotta stop streaming.